A year probation and no gun. That's the sentence for a sheriff who crashed his county-owned SUV while drunk. News 8's Jill Lafergie was in a Kalamazoo courtroom as St. Joseph County Sheriff Mark Lillywhite was sentenced.
And it included an apology from Lillywhite.
I'd like to say that I'm sorry for those involved in the incident on that night. Everyone that had to respond or anybody that was involved in that.
Lillywhite pleading guilty to drunk driving and for having a firearm in the vehicle while intoxicated. He was sentenced to a year's probation with a long list of restrictions, including one which will make him a sheriff without a gun. Drunk and behind the wheel of his county-owned SUV, Lillywhite was going more than 100 miles an hour when he rear-ended another vehicle on US 131 near Schoolcraft. Neither Lillywhite nor the people in the other vehicle were injured.
And I just want everybody to know that I was in a dark place and prior to that incident. And that I have taken aggressive steps to ensure that this type of behavior will not repeat itself.
Those aggressive steps in the form of counseling played a role in Lillywhite's plea and sentencing. With a blood alcohol level of over 3 times the legal limit, Lillywhite could have faced Michigan's so-called super drunk charge for first-time offenders with blood alcohol levels over 0.17. Kalamazoo County Prosecutor Jeff Gadding said the fact that there were no serious injuries in the crash and Lillywhite's decision to plead guilty and seek counseling both factored in his decision to not file the super drunk charge.
The outcome wouldn't have been any different at all. Mr. Lillywhite was sentenced to probation. He was convicted of 2 offenses in Kalamazoo County. That is the typical sentence for this type of crime.
Gadding says he knows how the negotiated plea and sentencing might play in the court of public opinion.
You know, I get what the general public's feelings about this are, but the truth is that this outcome is the same for Mr. Lillywhite as it would be for John Doe or Jane Doe.
Sheriff, are you going to still stay sheriff? Lillywhite wouldn't comment on his future as sheriff. His attorney says he's urging him to stay on the job.
But do you think he can be effective with this hanging over his head?
Of course he can be effective. It just broadens his perspective now. He's been through it.
St. Joseph's County Under Sheriff Jason Bigeman says he's still running day-to-day operations of the Sheriff's Department and that it's up to Sheriff Lillywhite as to when he'll return. In Kalamazoo, Jill Lafergie, News 8.